You're watching the lazeezee review show, brought to you by lazeezee. You are watching Sweetie Girl Production. It's like that. Snap, snap. Well, hello out there in YouTube Landia. Yes, you're watching the lazeezee review. Well, I'm going to explain why I haven't been around for a little while. I don't know if you noticed, but some of my friends noticed, and they've been, why you haven't make a show? You haven't made a show, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm going to be very honest with you. When I'm not happy, I don't make a show. And it's not like I'm ecstatic and ecstatic and I'm elated with, happiness right now. Even though happiness comes from within, it's really hard, to feel that way when you don't. I mean, you got to be like, ooh-sa, ooh-sa, ooh-sa. Okay, you know what I'm saying. But whatever. I know that, I need to come out with something. I need to voice my opinion about some shit, but it's been a while. And I'm going to tell you why. Got this little court case, vecinos, neighbors over there. Want to act up, want to act all stupid and shit, bust out a machete. I'm not going to go into no long-winded story, but anyway, motherfuckers is lying. They can lie out here. This is how it works. Supposedly, you can lie out here in PR, make up a story, and then the cops will believe you, whatever. But thank God we're upstanding in the community, so they're going to be looking real horrendous when, the time comes that they be exposed for their lives, but whatever. I'm not going to get into details with that. I'm just not. But that's what I've been going through. It's serious shit, and then I got to be pleasant and still be cool. And, bad things happen to good people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It kind of do. It kind of really do. But anyway, this show is not about that. I'm not going to get real personal. I just got personal and told you a little bit of what's going on. I just think you ought to know because you're my YouTube audience and mommy loves you. So mommy going to tell you the truth. Okay. But anyway, boop. Next subject. This is what we're talking about. This show is about the way men and women are. Okay. I know you like, that's broad. That's mad broad. What is it about? Okay. It's not. It's about the friction between men and women. What's been going on lately with the men and the women, the hater raid, because there's a bitching, there's a secret society bitching going on, and you know what I'm talking about, okay, and it's been happening since, it ain't just happened, because a lot of you out there, you women that's out there going, oh no, this is just these kids, and these women are not respected by, these girls today, they're not respected by men, and men are disrespecting girls, and stop, because this was happening in our time, right? This was happening in the early 90s, okay, and then even before that, and before that, but it is just an evolution of the people, the way they are, and we're going to discuss it, we're going to try to touch on that subject, because I think it deserves to be talked about, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to have to get creative about the title, the strife between men and women today, I don't know. Because I like my titles to be short, so I'm going to have to figure it out. But it's about men and women, okay? You get the gist, right? Now, let's start the conversation by talking about the early 90s, okay? In the early 90s, we had songs like, Bitches Ain't Shit, right? Bitches Ain't Shit but Hoes and Tricks, right? When Snoop and Dre and them came out with that song, and they were like my homies keep on acting like this, biatch. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Grab on these nuts and suck. You remember, okay? The beat, the hook was hot. Right? The words were horrendous, right? Okay, if you was from then, you remember that. And you hated them for making the song, right? And you was like, oh, this is the reason why, men don't respect women. And it wasn't. It wasn't. Because when you look at the psychology of the reason why people write songs the way they do, you would say that they are telling the story of, the situation, what's going on in the community, and what's going on with society at the time. Because music lets you know what time you're in, right? In the 50s, they were all like, Johnny Angel, oh, I love him, and I pray so much that he loved me, blah, blah, blah. Right, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And it was all, you loved him, and in war times it was all like, Mr. Postman, look at, oh yeah, if there's a letter, please, please. Well, you remember, okay? Well, if you're from there, you had a mama that was from there, and then she played the records, and that this was about girls waiting for their honey to come from the war, and, they was loving them, and they was standing by them. Something happened along the lines of, in time, somebody got the bright idea to start disrespecting each other, right? I don't know if it started with the women or the men, I guess we could figure it out, math will equate everything, right? But this ain't a science class, Okay, I understand that, so. But science has a lot to do with everything, right? Everything. And being that it does, everything could be measured and understood somehow. I guess, when you understand something, it makes it easier to deal with it, right? So let's go off in our minds and try to figure out what's the beef, You know, what's the problem? What is the strife and the struggle about? You know, so we can understand our men, and our men can understand our women, right? Right. Now, the reason why I think it's so excruciatingly important to talk about these things is because a lot of yous out there got daughters. A lot of yous out there got sons, and both, right? And you want to raise your children to respect themselves and respect their fellow human, right? Their fellow human being. And I think that's the point. When something happened, when something went wrong, when women start to look as men, and men start to look as women as if they're another species, or there's something to fight against. Now, let me tell you something. If you're a man and you without women, then you alone in the world and you die off. Same goes for women. We need each other. We need each other like the sun and the earth need each other. You know? Without it, kablooey, we're dead. And like my uncle used to say, that's a scam ham. Yes, and boop. Okay. Now, even when I was young and I was a little bit ignorant, I didn't have this, you know, self-hatred thing going. Because it's self-hatred when you be like, all men is dogs and all men and the other men is motherfuckers or whatever. And it's self-hatred because, you know, you come from men, you know, and you come from women. And you shouldn't be against your own, you know, your own gender or your opposite gender, because you have to, you know, link up, because we're here to mate with each other. And we're here to love each other. And I don't give a shit if you're gay. You could be gay and love your own sex, but you still gotta love each other. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love. You still looking for something. Everybody's looking to love something. Even animals. You know, everybody wants to pair up or be friends, or, you know, if nothing else, congregate with each other, because we are a social animal. Yes, right? So why hate? Why spend all this time hating, you know, our match, you know, our mates and stuff, right? We shouldn't. Now, I can't speak for everybody and their mother and father and, you know, whatever, but I can speak for myself. For me, it's all about the love, okay? It was all about finding and keeping the love. Now, I will tell you the truth. Me and my man is going through mad shit. Mommy keeps it real, okay? And I don't know if I'm going to be with my man next year. I don't. I'm going to be honest with you. I love my man, and my man loves me, right? But sometimes lines are crossed and boundaries are crossed, and motherfuckers need to be put in check or whatever. And, you know, I gotta come out my face, somebody wanna come out their face, and, you know, it can get ugly up in this bitch. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest. I gotta keep it real, because a lot of people tend to think, you know, they glamorize their relationship, or they wanna you know, only show one side of it. And I don't want people to think that, you know, yes, I live in a beautiful place and it needs work, but like everything's fantastic, when it's not, because it's not. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not. But one thing I do have in my relationship is I feel the love and the major respect, the respect as a woman that I need to have as a woman is still there. And if it ain't there, you will hear the story about how I kicked the nigga over the moon and boop, I was gone. Okay? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I do go through my shit because I do have a very strong-minded man influence in my life, which is my man, but I'm also strong-minded as well. So, you know, right there, right? And we probably gonna spend the rest of our lives together, or if not, if we do, it's gonna be trying to figure each other out. Yeah, because that's how it is when two strong-minded individuals get together. You know, somebody always wants to be right, and sometimes you have to compromise, like I say. But that's there. I needed to clear that up for you, because I don't like to try to act like I'm perfect, or like I know. As the women and the men that we are, we need to bring it together. We need to start, you know, helping each other out, loving each other properly, and stop talking shit about each other. Like if we could do without each other, because we can't. We can't. And you can't live your whole life without drinking water, so stop. And you can't live your whole life without men and women on the planet. You can't. Okay? You could live your lifetime and then that's it, but you can't reproduce and you can't do shit. And that's the truth, you know, and that's the way it is. Now, I want to rewind it back. So back in the day, like I wanted to talk about this. Back in the day when we had our music, we had our gangster rap. And that kind of fucked it up for the rap that we had already. And it was a little more constructive. Okay, it was. But it's a sign of the time. I don't know if I said it before, or if I'm going to say it and I'll say it again. It's a sign of the time. Music is a sign of the time. So when gangster rap came in, it was because this is what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So this is going on and they're talking about this situation. When you older and you listen to these lyrics now, you realize the situation was horrendous, you know? And then you don't look at these guys like scumbags. You look at them like children, talking about their situation, because that's what they were, young people. They were very young and they would talk about their situation, you know, and listen to the song. Listen to that song, because you will see how girls were acting, you know? In one part of the song, Snoop talks about his girl was getting fucked by his cousin, and he was in jail. You know, he comes out of jail and he finds out this. You know what I'm saying? But then again, he don't see the part where his ass was in jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. So we need to take responsibility for both our sides as, you know, women and men. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're a man and you're going to get locked up, right? Or you're selling drugs or you're doing anything wrong, right? You're not providing properly for your family. Then you got this woman and you're probably cheating on homegirl and treating her like shit, right? And she's acting like a hoe in a stupid biatch and rummaging through the streets and trying to get attention all the wrong way and uneducated and whatnot and whatever. Guess what? Guess whose fault that is? Whose fault is it? It's the man's and the woman, right? Because he picked her. He picked her. And when you pick a piece of shit, you know, off the street, don't take it home and expect it to turn into, you know, a magical, beautiful creature like a unicorn, because it's not gonna happen. It's a piece of shit, and it's gonna remain like that. And like in my family, like they always said, you can take a piece of shit and dip it in gold, and what is it? Gold dip shit. Yes, all right. Now, as a little lazeezee growing up in the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx, and I saw this in the streets, the boys, like I always tell you, was a whole lot different. They were a whole lot different. They were very masculine, and they were very much more, you know, willing to fall in love and want to be your man and want to do things for you. And the girls also were very ladylike. Even if they were chicken heads, they were still ladylike, and they still knew to close their motherfucking legs, okay? And they didn't, you know, putear like they do today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's an evolution of men and women, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's not just the men or the women. It's both. Now, the moral of the story and the whole thing, and I'm going to break it down right here for you, this is not about men are scumbags or women are scumbags. This is about an equal opportunity for both genders to be scumbag. Okay? There you go. So now it's like, it's evolution, all right? So we both got our blame. This is what I'm trying to say. And when you looking to say, oh, all the single ladies, clap, clap, clap. If you were a single lady, clap. Oh. No. Okay? You, tell the truth. Do you want to be a single lady? No. If you don't sing that song. Don't pretend around the men that you great and that you don't need them. And men, don't do the same thing, okay? When you walk around making a woman feel like she's unnecessary, then she acts like it. And vice versa, is what I'm saying. It's like, love and respect each other. Beautiful thing. Boop, boop, boop. We're in love, right? Okay, so there you go. Now, that's about all I got for you right now. And like I always say, click like, click it. And don't forget, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm always there for you. And thanks for watching my show. Mwah. Bye-bye. See you next time.